How the internet is breaking journalism. Hi everyone, Leo Notenboom here for askleo.com. This video is actually based on an article that I first wrote in 2013, and I updated it in 2019. Today, in 2025, it seems almost prescient. If anything, things got much worse than my original concerns. The internet is redefining what journalism means. As a result, it's become even more critical for online information consumers, you and me, to take on a burden we haven't had to concern ourselves with until now. The burden of confirmation. I've written about it before, but the sad fact is you just can't believe everything you read on the internet. It's now your responsibility to do the legwork and confirm whether something is or is not true. Yes, I agree. It is totally broken. But it's partly our fault. Most websites on the internet measure traffic. More visitors equals more success. It's as simple as that, really. Whether the success is measured in advertising revenue or product sales or something else, the bottom line is more eyeballs, more visits are critical to online success. Honestly, completely true for Ask Leo. More visitors make my endeavor more successful. So, how does one get traffic? My approach has been relatively straightforward. Write articles that I think are helpful and informative, answer real questions asked by real people, sprinkle them with my editorial and other content, and hope that people discover me via the search engines when they're looking for an answer to a problem. Unfortunately, that approach isn't as effective as it once was. And as search engines decline in effectiveness, it's only getting worse. Perhaps as a result, more and more sites are using different techniques to attract site visitors and their clicks. Perhaps the most common approach to generating traffic these days is the sensational or salacious headline, one that says something so strong or outrageous you just have to click through to read more. The resulting article may or may not deliver on the headline's promise, but the headline served its purpose. It got you to click. The site got a page view, and perhaps an ad was seen. Mission accomplished. That the accompanying article was rubbish or even content-free, completely immaterial. Many continue with provocative and or unsubstantiated information, all to get you to spend more time on the site, click through to additional pages, or even better, share the article with your friends. In recent years, of course, nowhere is this happening more than on social media. Algorithms determine what engages people the most and feeds them more of the same. All this effort is at the expense of what we might commonly refer to as truth, accuracy, or balance. The truth often just doesn't generate page views. So why post it? When it comes to the news, however, there's another factor at play. Because the internet is instantaneous, or nearly so, there's a tremendous competitive pressure to get articles published as quickly as is technologically possible. This often happens at the expense of facts, replacing them with rampant speculation. Speculation that is often presented or interpreted as facts. Confirming facts takes time and resources. The immediacy of internet publishing has removed that luxury of time and budget. Other constraints erode the resources required to even do the work. Websites that cover current events face a very simple choice. Speculate today and get traffic. Be correct tomorrow and get lost. Getting something out today almost always wins. Accuracy be damned. Now remember, I said you and I are kind of part of the problem. The satirical news parody site, The Onion, nailed it in a 2013 article. Let me explain why Miley Cyrus's VMA performance was our top story this morning. The article is a fictitious explanation of why a major news site highlighted the antics of a singer at a previous night's music award show on its homepage. The only fictitious thing about the article is its attribution. Everything else is frighteningly accurate. It's all about clicks and page views and time on site and advertising revenue, and you get the idea. The fact is, you and I are more likely to click stories about the outrageous antics of a pop singer than we are to click stories about what might consider to be real news, such as atrocities happening elsewhere in the world. We're also more likely to click on headlines that appear to confirm what we already believe. And again, regardless of whether it's true or not. News sites now give us what we want, as measured in clicks. The same is true for these salacious headlines, fact-free articles, and sensational speculation as truth littered all over the internet. We don't click on boring, and we don't fact-check anything. Now, I can't say that I've got a great solution. I'm not about to change journalism, and I'm not going to be able to change human nature. We're going to click on what we're going to click on, and website owners are going to respond as they see fit for their business. As an information consumer, however, I want you to be aware of two very important things. Your decisions and your actions drive the internet. You may believe that it's big or small businesses doing whatever they want to make money, but the fact is they can't do that without you. The more you visit certain sites, the more you implicitly endorse what they do and how they do it. As a result, they're going to do it more. The more you click on sensational stories on social media, the more sensational stories they're going to feed you. Seriously, that is exactly how it all works. When you reflexively hit the share button and spread unconfirmed news to the world, or even just click on that innocent-looking like, you are actively taking part in and rewarding the system that is breaking the internet. Yes, you're making things worse. You can't believe everything you read on the internet. This hurts to have to say this because while almost everyone says this, it seems that no one acts like they actually understand it. It's absolutely amazing, the wild and wacky stuff that people believe simply because it's been published online. The fact is, even those sites we consider reputable fall into the trap of publishing inaccurate and misleading information, and yet people believe it all without question. And that's what has to change. Question everything. This is where I really believe that internet journalism is letting us down. This is how the internet has broken journalism. You and I now have to do the legwork we used to assume journalists and authors had at least attempted to do themselves. It's horrible. It's awful. It's frustrating. It shouldn't be this way. And yet, it is what it is. You and I must, and I do mean must, take everything we read online with a grain of salt. Believe nothing without question. You and I must confirm the truth, check the sources, clarify the statements, or see through the hyperbole. Of course, we can't do that for every single thing we encounter. As a result, we develop relationships with sources that we trust, venues that have proven themselves to be honest, accurate, and at least somewhat diligent about presenting truth as truth, speculation as speculation, and avoiding the temptation to just about anything for a page view. All while at the same time making sure we're not trusting them simply because they only publish things we agree with. The truth is critical, even if we don't agree with it. But even for the sites you trust, you must keep up your guard and do your own due diligence. Accidentally or not, it's easy to get it wrong. For updates, for comments, for links to related articles and more, visit askleo.com/11287. I'm Leo Notenboom, and this is askleo.com. Thanks for watching.